Alright, I'm gonna show you guys how everybody's getting crazy high DPS numbers and they don't want to show you how they get it, so I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm gonna get some stacks. Then I'm gonna get some stacks of my axe. Then summon on dog. Switch bow. Thanks, dog. Thanks, dog. There, like 200 something thousand DPS. Probably could have got more, but Mr. Doggo wanted to push me out of the way. He was like, no, don't do it. Alright, so normally I don't really like to make these kind of like dummy DPS stuff because there's such a small window to actually pull this off during like any kind of boss fight, but a lot of people are like, how do you do it? How do you get such insane numbers? Well, this is how you do it. But people just don't show you how you do it, so I'm going to show you guys. So what I was doing was I was getting my lone wolf stacks. So if anybody wants to know like a more in-depth of like what I'm wearing and stuff, I have another video. Just watch that. It'll go in more detail of what I do and why I choose things. So lone wolf stacks are from the lone wolf set, and that basically gets you crit damage, so that's what I'm stacking up in the beginning. So I stack up my crit damage until I run out of the mag. Sometimes you don't get the full stack, and then what I do is I use my axe, and the specific axe that I'm using is this one, a long axe. And it's got two things that we can take advantage here. Now you'll see it has Fortress Warfare up when you do a heavy attack. This is also important because this synergizes with this cradle right here called Steady Hands. So this basically, technically, if we're standing in a circle, we get Fortress Warfare. And we're going to get weak spot damage from Bullseye 20%. And we get weak spot damage 40% just for being in Fortress Warfare. So yeah, pretty crazy. So what you do is you just do a heavy attack, and then a little bit after we'll have this Fortress Warfare buff circle thing. But if you see that cooldown, that red cooldown, once it goes down, you can do it again. Now, if you do your heavy attack and then you switch to your weapon real quick, you can cancel the animation like so, and that's how you do that. You save a lot of time, you get your crit bow buff in, blah 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 blah. So let me show you the other thing about this axe that's really nice is heavy attacks grant crit rate 10%. This stacks up to 5 times. So let me show you guys my crit rate right now. So I'm at 30%. So what you can do is you can bump that up by 50% actually. So you can get up to 80%. So boom, boom. You'll see they're stacking up. There you go. Stacked up. Go into gear. Go into here. 72. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So I didn't switch back to my weapon, that's why it's not higher than what it normally is. So well, let me do it again just to show you guys. Alright, so let me switch back to my weapon because this is what my stuff is actually going to be. So 80 and 129 crit rate. So pretty crazy. With just an axe you can buff up just like that. So what you do is you get your stacks up with your lone wolf by just shooting and getting crits, and then you switch to your axe, you get your stacks up, then you do your heavy attack followed by a quick switch to your bow. You shoot the bow in the head, then you switch back to your weapon, and then you fire and do your DPS, and make sure you have your dog out. So that is pretty much the whole combination here. And for those that don't know or didn't watch my other videos, I'm using the bow and I have this mod on here. You only need this mod on here. Some people are saying, oh, my DPS is not that much, but they don't have this mod on. This mod helps. And yeah, it's the purple bow. I'm sure you guys seen this a million times. I don't think there's anything else that I really changed. Oh yeah, I did switch out from souvenir, because when I was doing my videos, I was featuring a different mod, souvenir. So I am using this obliterate, because of course I'm gonna get more damage single target on the mannequin. So, and of course I have a really good rolled one, so I'm gonna use it. I didn't use it in my other videos because souvenir is just better for bossing, because you don't have to reload, so it's just more DPS overall. This is just for pretty much show. Alright, and gas tight. I'm not even gonna talk about the beret. I've already covered that in my other video of why the gas mask is better. But yeah, I did used to use Faithful Strike because my crit rate was low, and the only reason I switched to Momentum Up is because I can get my crit rate high now with stacks. So that is why I switched to that. But yeah, that is pretty much how you double your damage. And I could actually get even more damage because my dog is only tier 4, it's not tier 5. And I'll even show you guys, because some people will probably be like, no, you're lying. But here it is, 37.8. If I had a tier 5, it'd be, I don't know, probably 40 something%. I don't know. Somewhere around that. So I could probably get up to a lot more DPS. But yeah, that is pretty much. Oh, I did change one more other thing that people don't show you, which is I was using the good ammo this time. In my previous video, I was using tungsten. This time, I'm using the better ammo because you get 10% attack for 3 seconds every time you land a shrapnel trigger. Every time you trigger shrapnel, so this is pretty much up all the time. So pretty nice, pretty nice. And of course, I already showed you guys in my other video that I have a 2-star blueprint. How do you get 2-star? Well, you simply just upgrade your blueprint by, I'll just show you guys real quick. But you can buy, if you roll the machine, go through the wish machine, and you get another weapon, you can combine that with bonus XP to increase your level of your blueprint. So all you do is you go to here, and you combine any blueprint that's beyond. So this is a beyond, but it's not really worth it to do this. You want to do the same type because you get a bonus XP bonus when it's the same type. If it's not the same type, you're gonna take a little bit of a hit on the XP, so you don't want to just willy-nilly sacrifice random stuff. You kind of want to do the same stuff. That is how you upgrade your blueprints. So let me show you guys my stock, or not stock, but what my gear or my basic stats are right here. So those are my basic stats with my gun out, with no buffs or anything going on. Also, during that clip I was using canned meat, just for heads up. And yeah, for people that don't want to watch my other videos, I'll just kind of quickly give you the rundown of my mods. So I'm using Obliterate. Here's my helmet. I'm using Momentum Up. Then I'm using Targeted Strike. Then I'm using a Crit Damage Enchantment. Deadshot Violent. Crit Amplifier Violent. Violent just means it has a guaranteed crit roll on it for the substat. And then Covered Advance Violent. And you want to try and get crit damage and weapon damage on all of them. See, crit damage, weapon damage. Crit damage, weapon damage. Crit damage, well, I can't really... You can't really... like... Just, never, I don't feel like going into explanation of that. Crit damage, trying to get weapon damage. Crit damage, weapon damage. Anyway, hopefully you guys learned some things, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys some bonus some bonus material here, because some people are gonna be like, where do you get the mods at? Every time. So silos. You run silos pro mode. This silo right here, Sigma, this is where you get glove mods. You gotta run it hard in pro to get glove mods. Now if you guys want to get that blue chest piece modifier, you gotta run chest, do the chest, gear chest, weapon chest, any of them really. In the starting area, it's just RNG. Like, that's how you get the blue mod for the chest piece. Then for your mask, run this dungeon, this silo, pro mode. Use your controllers. That's how you get that. Run Shadowhound for your weapon mod, souvenir and Shrapnel. Recommend pro. For your helmet, run this silo. And for your pants, you're gonna have to run this silo. This one's really annoying because there's only one boss in here. Then for some reason, if you want to run this silo for chest piece, go for it. Because technically, if you upgrade a modifier all the way to 5th or legendary or whatever, you can basically get the same thing as this blue stat. So what I'm talking about is, let's say you got one of my favorites is rejuvenation. Okay, so if you get a crit substat on here and you get a legendary by just RNG chance, you can get that up to 15%. And if you can get weapon damage on there, that is pretty much gonna outbeat the blue mod. So you guys don't have to really run the low area just to get this. So, because this is maxed out, you can only upgrade it like once. Like, it's maxed out. So, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna lose the 2% crit, but whoopee. I would actually recommend you guys to just try and get one of these other stats and just get crit and weapon and mag size. So crit, weapon, and mag capacity, that'll actually be better than that blue mod. So yeah, I would probably recommend this, because this will help you survive in dungeons and everything else. So you guys don't actually have to get this. You just have to get any kind of mod that has crit on it and weapon damage. Did I cover everything? I think I did. Yeah, that's everything. Alright, see ya.